The topic is different types of velocities possessed by a particle. Now, since we know that particles are under a continuous random motion, there are large number of the particles in a container. Let's say these are the gas particles in a container, and let's say these are the particles. Okay. So these are different particles moving with a different speed. Every particle will have a different speed. Okay. So here, like, why speed is varying for the particles? See, they collide and then they change their direction. Sometimes they collide on the wall of the container. Sometimes they collide on themselves. So there is always a change in the velocities of the particle. So here, what is it? If we define, then there are three kinds of velocities which we are going to discuss over here. The first is most probable velocity. Most probable velocity. We'll write VMP. Okay, we'll write most probable velocity. It is also given as VMP, or it could be also written as a alpha, symbol for this. Okay. Second, what we are going to discuss over here is the V average velocity. Okay. Average velocity. And it is given by V, we'll write this, V average. Okay, average velocity is given that way, or it is given by V alpha. This is a symbol. And third, we'll write root mean square velocity. Okay, it is called as VRMS. VRMS. Or the symbol over here will be just U. Okay, any one of this. VRMS, root mean square. Now let us understand point by point. Let's say this particle, I'll mark some velocities for this. Okay, I'll just to make it easy, I'll write some less number of particles over here. Let's consider only these many particles. Let's say that this particle is traveling with a speed of 7. Let's assume that it has a speed of 7. This particle is traveling with a speed of 7. This particle 8, 10, 7, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 5, 7, 6. Different particles, the numbers which I have written is a different speed over here. This particle is traveling with a speed of 7. This particle is traveling with a 7. This particle is moving with a speed of 10. Some are traveling with a speed of 4. So what is the meaning of most probable? What is the most probable velocity? The most probable velocity is the velocity possessed by maximum number of the particle, which is a common. Like definition is what? It is the velocity possessed by a maximum fraction of the molecule of the gas. It is velocity possessed by maximum fraction of particles. It is not the highest speed. See, highest is 8, 10, more than 7 is 8 and 10. That is something which is possessed by maximum of the particles. 7, 7, these are the particles which are having the maximum number of particles is possessing that speed. That is what the most probable velocity is, and it is written as alpha is equal to, or we can write, this is also called as alpha, we can write VMP is equal to square root of 2RT by M. This could be written for this. Then what is the meaning of average? What is the meaning of average? Like here in this case, you add this 5 plus 5 plus 7, 7, 6, 6, 4, or you will add these values. And how many particle? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Divided by 13. That is what the average velocity we are going to take. So V average. So you know what is the meaning of V average. It is 8 RT by pi m. Right? This is the equation which is given for this. This is V average. And then there comes a root mean square. Root mean square means what? You have to take, let's say 7 square. Let's say I'll add this 7 square plus 8 square plus 5 square plus 7 square plus 10 square. Hope you are understanding what I am doing. And let's say there are 13 particles. It is this square root. Okay, square root of root means square. That is what the particles over here means. If there are n number of the particle, let's say there are n number of the particle, it will be divided by n value. Yes. So V root mean square velocity. The meaning of this is that let's say there are n number of the particles. So let's say there is velocity of the first particle, velocity square of the velocity of the second particle, square of the velocity of the third particle, square of the velocity of the fourth particle, and so on. There are very large number of the particles. And let's say this is n divided by n. This is what the root mean square. In same way, if I want to represent for this, it is what average velocity means what? V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 dash 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 till n divided by n. Till Vn, I mean here also till V square n divided by n. So this is the meaning of all these velocities. And how it is given? Vrms is given to be 3 square root of 3 RT by m. If we summarize this, okay, I'll write the summary of all this thing. I'll write these equations. V most probable. First is V most probable. It is square root of 2 RT by m. Then V RMS. I write V RMS. This is 3 RT by m. And V average is square root of 8 by pi RT by m. If you see the velocity in all these cases, whether it is a V most probable, whether it is root mean square or the average velocity, everywhere it is inversely proportional to the molar mass. More is the molar mass, less is the velocity. And it is also directly proportional to what? Temperature. So what we can say is that from this equation, any velocities, all these velocities are directly proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to molar mass of this, directly proportional to temperature and inversely proportional to molar mass. Now how to remember this? See, these are just formulas. Sometimes we require some trick, See, what is common over here is that RT by m is something which is common in all the formulas. Like this is VMP, just 2 letters. So 2 RT by m. RMS means 3 letters, 3 RT by m. Average, you can remember, 8 by pi RT by m. Now if I ask you which velocity will be the highest one, whose value will be the highest value, right? So if I just write this, whose value will be the highest one? V most probable, let's check which will be the highest. This could be written as square root of 2 into what? Square root of 2 into square root of RT by m. So this is what is common in all this. VRMS is what? Square root of 3 n RT by m. Square root of RT by m. And V average is what? V average is what? Square root of 8 by pi means what? 3.14. 8 means pi means 3.14, and this is RT by M. Right? So among this, which is the biggest value? This is square root of 2 into RT by M. This is square root of 3 into RT by M. This is square root of 8 into 8 by 3.14 into, this is square root. Okay, square root of RT by M. So among this, the biggest value is VRMS, because 3 is the square root of 3 is bigger. Here it will be square root of 2 point something, right? 8 by 3.14 will be square root of 2 point something. So obviously VRMS is the higher velocity, and then there comes V average, and the least velocity is the V most probable. This is alpha, this is, sorry, it is also given as, this is alpha, right? Average is given to be V bar, right? And RMS is given to be RMS will be given to be what is the symbol? It is given by U. Okay, these are symbols which you should remember for the root mean square velocity, average velocity, and the most probable velocity. Now what I do, I draw some curve over here. We'll understand this graphically. Let's understand this. So this is the curve, this is the curve, this is the curve. These are the fraction of molecules. This arrow is the fraction of molecules. I will write dn by n. Fraction of molecule possessing this velocity, certain velocities. This is a direction of the velocity v. This is the velocity v, this direction. Okay. These are the plots. These are the plots. Now can you identify, let's say I am marking this as A, I am marking this as B, and I am marking this as C. So which line is V most probable, which is V average, and which is V root mean square velocity? See, this is 0 point, this is 0 point, this is how the fraction of the molecules possessing these velocities is increasing, like in this direction. And this is how the velocity is increasing. It's very easy to identify. Among this, which velocity? This velocity is higher, V1 is higher, or V2 is higher, or V3 is higher. See, among this, V3 is higher, right? In this direction, the velocity is increasing. So V3 is higher means, which velocity is this I am representing? V3 means what? What will be V3? V3 means this C curve will be what? This is representing the highest velocity, which is equal to square root, that is V RMS. That was the one which was having the maximum. Then B was what? Intermediate between most probable and this. So this is V MP. And what? Sorry, not MP, average. And what is this? This is VMP. VMP was the least velocity. See, this curve is highest, this peak is highest. This doesn't mean that velocity is highest. The number of the particles possessing this velocity is higher. Understand this thing, right? So this is the curve which we can understand from the velocities, different velocities. So let's understand effect of the temperature. So next, here we are going to run a distribution curve, or a distribution. Let's run distribution of velocities at different temperature. Okay, I'll draw one curve, same curve but at a different temperatures. This is the velocity. This axis is the fraction of a molecule possessing all these velocities. This is velocity. This direction, it is a fraction of molecules. I will write dn by n. This is the fraction of molecules. Fraction of molecules possessing the velocities. I will draw some curves over here. I will draw some curves. Okay, let's say this is at temperature T1. This is at temperature T1. Okay, then this is at temperature T2, and this is at temperature T3. Like, these are different curves. This is the velocities. Now just think of this. What happens? There was one of the postulate in a kinetic molecular theory. What was the said? It is kinetic energy, or the movement of the particle is directly proportional. Velocity of the particle is directly proportional to what? Temperature. It was said kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. This was said. Why kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature? Because with temperature, what happens? Kinetic velocity increases, because kinetic energy is equal to what? Half mv square. This velocity is increasing, right? So here what I say is that, like, see, these are the particles, these are the particles. Let's say these particles are moving at certain temperature. You increase the temperature, the speed of the particles are going to increase. All the particles are going to increase their speed. So here, let's first focus on the most probable. This is what? This is V1 I am writing. This is the V2. This is V3. Most probable velocities. So with increase in temperature, what is the effect on the most probable velocity? The velocity is increasing. The velocity is increasing. But what is decreasing? What is decreasing? The fraction of molecules carrying or possessing this velocity is decreasing. Means, let's say earlier it was this way. Phi is the velocity. Let's say phi is the most probable velocity. Phi is the most probable velocity of these particles. I am trying to explain you in this fact. This is other is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 10, 11, 12. Phi is the most probable velocity at temperature T1. Now you increase the temperature T2. Now increase this temperature to T2. What will happen is that this speed is going to increase. This speed of the particles are going to increase. Right? It may be 6, 6, 6, 6. But the number of the fraction of particle which is having the most probable velocity, earlier it may be 7 particle. Just taking an example, 7 or 5, 10 particle. I am dealing in lower numbers so that you understand. Because large number, simply it will increase the length of the sentences. Right? Earlier the most probable particles, most probable velocity was 5, but large number of the particles were carrying that 5 speed. Now only 4 particles are carrying that. This may be 8, this may be 8, 7, 4. Right? So this is what? Most probable. But the fraction of the particle carrying that speed is less. You increase the temperature, it may become 7, but most probable the particles which carry, the number of the particles which carry that speed is less. Right? Same way, the other velocities are also going to increase. Like V average is also going to increase. V RMS is also going to increase. Okay, that is obviously higher. So this is the whole distribution curve for the velocities at a different temperatures. So what I'll say is that to be rigid, we'll make this statement based on this. With increase in temperature, what happens is that all the velocities increases, or with respect to, we can say that with increase in temperature, okay, over here it is T3 is greater than T2 and T1 is less. With increase in temperature, what happens? Velocities. Which velocities? Velocities, that is V most probable, V average, V RMS increases. Okay, with increase in temperature, velocities which most probable, V average, V RMS increases. But what happens? The fraction of the molecule, molecules possessing these velocities decreases, right? This is a whole in essence of this curve is this, like fraction of the molecules. Let's say on this curve only I'll say this is 10, 20, we'll take this 20. It won't be so less, it will be very high fraction, or the large number of the article is very high, 30, this is 40, this is 50, 60, and this is 70. So at V1, at temperature T1, most probable 70 particles who are having the most probable velocity, okay, which was something less compared to the temperature at T2. But here velocity is more, but the fraction of molecules carrying this is something 55 or 54 we can say. Okay, this is something 54 we can say. Same way at higher temperature velocity, most probable velocity, same way the other velocities are going to increase, but the particles which carry is less. That is the whole thing about the velocities at the different temperatures. Okay, this is a nice question which will help you to make your concepts more clear. Look at a question, read the question for some time and try to solve it. I'll solve this for you. If T1, T2 and a T3, okay, these are the temperatures at which Vrms, V average, Vmp, that is most probable of the oxygen gas, are all equal to 10 meter per second, then the correct relation. Yes, what they are saying is that V average, all these velocities are equal at, this is at temperature T1, this is at temperature T2. Okay, like all these velocities are overlapping. And what is that? Like then tell me the order, tell us the order of this, right? What they mean is that V RMS is equal to V average, this is equal to V most probable, right? All these are equal to what? All these are equal to 10, right? So what is Vrms? Vrms is given as square root of 3R. I'll write T1 for this because Vrms is at T1. Okay, if T1, T2 are the temperatures of which Vrms, T2 is V average and T3 is Vmp, right? 3RT by M, molar mass, is going to remain same because it is oxygen everywhere. We are checking for the same. This will be what? 8 by pi R T2 by M. This is equal to how much? 2 R T3 by M is equal to 10. If I take square, if I square this, then it will be what? 3R T1 by M equal to 8 by pi R T2 by M and 2R T3 by M, and I have to square this. This will be also become equal to 100, right? I need to find which is bigger and smaller. So this M, all these are things which is going to get cancelled. Cancel means not, sorry, these are not going to get cancelled, but what we can say is that that is something which is common, right? That is something which is common. if you are equating this, then I can write this 3 times T1, 8 by pi times T2, and this is 2 times T3 is equal to 100. So from here you can equate equal to 100, this is equal to 100, and this is equal to 100. So what you will get is T1 you will be getting to be is equal to 100 by 3. T2 you will be getting 100 into pi is 3.14, right, by 8, and T3 is 100 by 2. So what we can understand is that from here biggest value is T3, then T2 and T1. So the answer is option B for this. This is also a very easy question. You can also give a try to this. If Vrms of the gas at 300 Kelvin is 10 R raised to half, then the molar mass of the gas is just a formula, right? Vrms, how do we write? Vrms is equal to square root of 3 RT by M. What they are saying is that this Vrms for this particular gas at 300 Kelvin is this. Means Vrms, I am putting that to be 10 into square root of R, right? R is to half means square root of R. So this is square root of 3 R. Temperature is 300, right? And this is the molar mass. What will happen is that I can write this 10 into square root of R, square root of this is this, no? So this is what will happen? This is square root of 3 into 300 divided by this I am writing, or I will write it this way, and this is my square root of R. I have taken that out. So here this and this will get cancelled. What remains is square root of the molar mass. So this is 3 into 300 divided by 10. So what will be molar mass? Take squares on both sides. So this will be 3 into 300 divided by 10 square is what? 10 square is 100. Yes, 10 square is 100. So this. Okay, molar mass is 9 gram. Answer is option D.